Coach, you recognizing your seniors tomorrow night. Just talk about that group and what they provide to the team this year.
Yeah, I mean, a special group of young ladies, right? All paths are a little bit different, but certainly a group of young ladies that will continue to leave the jersey in a better place. All unique and special in their own ways, but the one commonality is they're just incredible young ladies. They're selfless. What they've done for this program, what they've done for this community, you can't say enough about it. So I'm sure it'll be emotional for tomorrow, for me at least. Writing letters to them today, as a head coach now for the first time, and just to see where we were in all the process, and to see it now, it feels like just yesterday, we were texting, beginning those processes. So certainly a special night for them, and well deserved.
And coming off a road trip, going against teams that have a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors. I think you mentioned on the broadcast that was a bit of a new experience in Waco, especially. How much did you lean on your senior players in those moments? You're trying to get back in the game and continue.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had spoke last week about what Baylor was, right? Who they were as a program, and a lot like we were last year. With so many older players, so many veterans, and players with experience. So we knew it was going to be a great challenge for us, and that it was. And so I think looking at that game, this early in the season, is a great opportunity for us to learn and grow. And we had to learn and we had to grow. And credit to the group to respond the way that they did against another really good program in Oklahoma State.
And this program over the past few years has done a good job of finding players who, when they do become juniors and seniors, they're a good resource for the younger players coming up. Could you talk about specifically this group and what that's meant for you as a first-year head coach?
Yeah, they've been great. I mean, certainly players that we lean on. You look at Allie, you look at Chelsea. They're part of our leadership council, which is something that the team voted on. So when you look at those two and the influence that they have on the group and a pulse, it certainly helps. Myself and the staff. Where we're at, and what do we need and what do we need to do, or, hey, this is where we're at, etc. So it's been great, and Nye is someone that plays with such fire and passion. Her journey hasn't been easy as well. And then Nancy came to us in a short amount of time, and I know the impact she's had on this group already. So, just a really great group of young ladies, and, for me, it's it'll be great to recognize them tomorrow night.
Got that in the senior recognition, but you also have a match to play against a very good Louisiana Tech team, probably.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously they've played Oklahoma, they've played Alabama, they'll play us. That's 3 SEC teams. So, the coaching staff, they do a great job. They're willing to play SEC teams, which means he's got to really like his group. So we expect them to come in here to fight, compete. It's a good group. They've got weapons, and it's certainly something that we've got to be ready and put our best foot forward.
Just talk about since you transferred in, just what's it been like around here for you?
Yeah, definitely a lot better. I mean, it's just a professional environment. That's what we pride ourselves on. That's what the coaches have told us that they're going to provide us, and I would say that they definitely have. I mean, everybody shows up every day, and we want it, and it's always competitive, so it's much better.
You really carved a role for yourself off the bench last year, coming in as, I guess, game changer minutes is what they called it.
Yep.
This year you're playing in a couple of different spots on the front line. Could you just talk about your role this year and what you see your responsibilities as?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whatever my role is for any game, I'm always ready. Like you said, whether it be up top, wide, coming off the bench, whatever the coaches or my team have for me, just always being ready, even if it's 5 minutes, if it's 30 plus minutes, just being ready for whatever the game calls for.
Just talk about you and some of the other seniors, Allie, Nancy, and those.
Yeah.
Just how close-knit are you guys and being leaders on this team? Yeah,
I mean, definitely with 4 true seniors, it's kind of crazy because we are a young team, but I definitely think it helps us, it gives us an opportunity to step up into that leadership role, and so that the younger players can look up to us, and so we just try to lead from that standpoint. So yeah.
Was that something that was new for you this year? Being in more of a leadership role?
Yeah, definitely. Especially last year, it was the opposite. We were a really old team and had a few young players and inexperienced players. So yeah, it's definitely a switch from last year, but it's an exciting role to be in.
It seems like they really have a surplus of players, wide forwards, both a nice balance of seniors as well as young players.
Yes.
Is that something that the coaches have really like recognized as a strength in terms of, you know, they can really wear a team down with the amount of talent that they have?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, something we pride ourselves on is like the depth, like off the bench as well. Obviously, our starters, that is the best for the game and to start us off. But then we try to, like, when we sub in, we don't let that energy go down. If anything, it's going up as game changes. We're bringing that energy and like wearing the team down even more. So.